Purple clouds filling up the air tonight. She ain't calling, she feeling in the air tonight. She pulling on my chain at the crib tonight. Told me Superman, she my crib tonight. Look me in my eyes and she said, you the one I believe in. Told her give me something for my weed. Light it up, let it rise like a genie. Think she need me. Don't be afraid, know just what you better than. She went and popped, so and left no evidence. In her letter, man, psycho, she ever been. I'm on the edge, you gotta let me in. I'm doing drugs, I'm back again. It's hard to tell the truth in a life of sin. I guess I really loved her, guess I really did.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Van Styles, and we're back with another Fashion Week Styles interview. I'm with my boy, Steven.Sims. Hey, so y'all already know how we do it. We get into in-depth questions about the style, the fashion, what goes through their head when they putting in fits. So I just want to say, appreciate you for coming. Want to shout out to 6ix9ine Lounge in Houston, Texas, for being the official sponsor of our video today. But how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you having me.
You're spiffy, you're clean, you came in here stepping and dripping and flipping, you feel me?
Little something going on.
Okay. So cool, we're going to basically talk about your fashion journey. We're going to talk about how, you know, from the beginning to basically till now. So basically for some of the people that don't know, like how long have you been in the league so far?
This year I'll be going into my 8th year in the league.
Okay.
Yep, undrafted rookie. Coming in my rookie year, I was undrafted. Coming out of Kansas, University of Kansas. But, you know, I just stayed down, kept my head down, put the work in, and, you know, I'm blessed to be here in year 8.
Okay.
Yep.
And for the teams that you did play, which team kind of had the most people dressing, or where you was like, you know what, I think I want to start dressing or start, you know, getting my tunnel fits off?
Definitely, I would say when I got to Pittsburgh. So that was probably my third year in the league. My third year in the league, I got to Pittsburgh, and I met one of my homies, Marcus Allen.
Okay.
He's big in the fashion world. But like when I met him and like Trey Turner and guys like that, it was like, oh, I started seeing just a different world of fashion, not just, you know, the everyday athletic wear, streetwear stuff. It was like they had a certain style to themselves. So, you know, I picked that up from them and then kind of just took some game from them and moved forward with it.
Okay, so in that period of time of 8 years, how have you seen the evolution of fashion transition in the NFL?
I definitely feel like everybody's more expressive now. Like everybody is kind of gonna have their fits on, you know, whether it's runway fits or it's just a smaller up and coming brand. I feel like now everybody kind of has that fashion sense of like, okay, let me put it on game day, like kind of building that portfolio or whatever. But when I first came into the league, I'd definitely say it wasn't many guys. It was more athletic wear. You wear Nike Tech to the game, you straight. You know, you might put some jeans on. Guys that wore suits, they were doing the most really.
Because I feel like in the NFL, it's a lot of guys wear suits, and I feel like in the last probably 3 years, now you starting to see guys putting on the streetwear, start putting on the runway pieces, and really just taking it to a whole nother level.
Definitely.
Especially, I even got to say, can we please, the people at home, why do y'all NFL jewelry be busting harder? It'd be way much litter than the guys in the NBA. Like, who are y'all going to for y'all accessories? Like, who are you going to for your accessories?
For me, I stick to the local H-Town jewelers. I go to Sharkstown, Zoe Frost and them guys like that. That's who I always went to. But I don't know, I can't say that it hit harder or it don't hit harder than somebody else. You know, you got to spend a little more. If you wanted to shine a little harder, you got to spend a little more. So that's how I see it.
Do you remember like your first jewelry piece that you got?
My first jewelry piece getting into the league, it was a Rolex.
Okay.
Yep. Blue face Rolex. It wasn't a day-day. I can't remember exactly which one it was. It was just one of the base models. Two-tone, blue face, a little bit of diamonds in it.
Okay.
But yeah, that was my first jewelry purchase.
Purchase that you got. Do you remember your first clothing purchase in the league? Do we have like? Did you have like a budget or like what is your first crazy like splurge? What was your first fashion first like piece that you just bought?
Piece by itself, I guess I have to say, I think it was these Louis Vuitton sneakers.
Okay.
They had the monogram print, but they were in each colorway. So they had the white monogram, then it was like brown, then it was black on both shoes. So you kind of could mix match your shoes, you know, with different colors, different stuff. That was my first like piece that I got when I got to the NFL. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget those shoes. Because like I said, back to earlier, you know, I'm a sneakerhead. So
yeah.
I went straight and got me some Louis sneakers. That was some designer sneakers was the first thing.
So since you said that, okay, now this is interesting. So now you know with the whole, so that was like kind of your first piece into the NFL. But let's take it back a little bit. Let's talk about the college. Let's talk about how was you dressing in college? Like, how was you dressing? Because I know now with the whole, everybody got this NIL money.
Yeah.
I want to know first.
Yeah.
How was you dressing before we just say if you had it? So how was that?
NIL wasn't even allowed for us. So we was on our own. We had, the little stipend or whatever we had. But man, I was polo. I would be in polo. Some of the designer stuff that I do remember wearing. I remember I blew my first college check on some Balenciaga arenas.
I remember those.
You remember that?
Hey, them was, if you didn't have the Yeezys, but you could go get those, you was in there.
So that was definitely my first stipend check. I'm talking about as soon as I got it, it must have been on fire in my pocket. It was gone. I'm talking about out the door. Soon online purchase, I'm talking about as soon as it hit the account, I went straight to Balenciaga. I had got those. But yeah, man, my swag was definitely simple. Bape, stuff like that, Supreme. Levi's, of course. Polo Ralph Lauren was major for me though. Like my dad, he's a big polo guy. So growing up, like that was like my fly. I feel like that was like the fly stuff.
It's
like,
crazy because I feel like I gotta miss something. Because back in high school, they used to call me Polo Man Van because I used to wear nothing but polo. Like I had to get that off. Like that's my favorite designer is Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, classic.
Who is your favorite designer?
I have to say honestly, Ralph Lauren too. Like, no funny. I go to my Facebook page. I pull up Sperry's with the polos. Like that was everyday life. Like you said, elite socks with the Sperry's and the polos.
That was the thing.
Double Nike sock with the polos. But yeah, I like as an overall, over my lifetime, I would definitely say Polo Ralph Lauren. Yeah, I still go there and shop to this day. They send me discounts every other week.
That little
you
thing.
get a little 25% off.
Hey, I'm coming. I'm
still getting that. I'm still pulling through and sliding through. Like my kids, they in polo, so I would definitely say like as a whole over my entire life, polo.
So let's say we're gonna spin right back to the NIL situation. So if you was in college now and you had that NIL money, how is those fit looking? Like how are you going more designer or are you gonna go more like you kind of going more echelons with it, more like into the Ralph Lauren, into the Prada, into the the heavy names, but more of like subtle fashion. Like which avenue would you go?
For me, I think it would still be kind of who I am today, like just that variety. Growing up here in Houston, I kind of saw a variety of swags. Like my Asian friends will have this type swag, my African friends might have this type swag, and like just stealing it. Not stealing, but taking from they flying this and making it my own. I think it would have been a good mix for me. Polo, seeing these kids now, I probably would have had a little Chrome Hearts going.
The Chrome Hearts is ridiculous.
Chrome Heart
is like the fashion crack. Like I realized that, like Chrome Heart is like the fashion crack, and I realized like that's been a thing.
I feel like it was. Well, I didn't know about Chrome Hearts, so for me, before I would say Bape. Coming up, it was like kind of similar to a Bape in the sense of the fashion crack for the youth and the younger cats. Like, man, if you didn't have Bape growing up with us, it was like, man, they might say something about you. Like, hey, you ain't fly for real. You ain't swagging for real. You know what I mean? So I definitely, I'd be in Bape. I'd be in a little bit of Ferragamo in high school, stuff like that. I feel like that's that Houston in me, though.
Yeah, I feel like when you from the South and you down here, it's like we have a problem with matching.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's our thing. Like colors and stuff gotta match, and I feel like that's That's just
Sometimes people tell me I'm too matchy, and I just
I don't give a damn.
That's
It's
what I
fly.
say.
It's fly. I don't care. It's going.
I'd rather match than not.
Hey, you know this though. Feel that.
You see what's going on.
So how important it is how important is fashion culture in the athlete world? Like how important is it next to y'all training and stuff? Do you feel like it's important, or you feel like it's less important? Because I feel like some guys in a league like respect the fashion, and some just like it's whatever. It's just clothes. I'm gonna walk through.
Yeah, I definitely see that. You know, it's some guys who are just like, man, I don't care about that fashion stuff. They'll wear a white tee, blue jeans, and some regular Nikes, and you know that's their everyday game day fit. But then you know you have the guys who take it a step further and just see the potential and the brand relationships and building that that can come from styling and having a look in a ton of walkthroughs.
Feel that. So also I wanna touch on, because I seen that you had a brand. I seen in your Instagram you have a brand. What is the brand? What did the brand stand for? What is your goal with the brand?
So it's not directly my brand. It's it's a close friend of mine's brand, MMM brand. That's the name of the brand. Stands for Mason Day Money Moby. Pretty much House of Money Moby. That's my friend's last name, their family last name. So I just kind of face of the brand. Push it out there, put it in some of my athlete friends' hands, and just kind of show them how we can style it, show them how you can style it, rather than it just being a base fit. Maybe I'll take some of our pieces and mix it with a little bit of designer. And now you don't know what I have on. Chris Brown wears our stuff a lot.
That's dope. That's lit.
Yeah, like he came to Houston, got our stuff, wore it on tour, and he probably wore it the next 2-3 days while he was in Texas. Like, and we didn't ask for it or nothing. He just
happened, just off the love.
Just off the love, But I see the brand, taking the next step, just not being in a box as far as just streetwear. Kind of like we're a streetwear luxury fashion brand, not just focused only on streetwear and sweats or just t-shirts. Taking it to the next step. Leather coats, leather lettermans, some denims, belts.
So you really trying.
Yeah.
So you really seeing yourself really being a staple in the fashion industry.
Yeah, definitely. Like at some point we want to get it there and grow it to that point. Maybe one day we got a store overseas or something like that. That's the goal. That's the mission.
Okay. Now on Fashion League Styles, I have this question. Me being a personal stylist, and a lot of personal stylists do not get their credit or they shine. But I want to ask, have you ever used a stylist before, or have you worked with a stylist? Have you worked with a personal shopper? If so, hey, we want to know.
Yeah, not often. Not really. I haven't really just had somebody just exactly style a fit for me and hey, you're gonna wear this on the runway. It'll more so be like, hey, I'm reaching out, I have this piece and I have these shoes. What else do you think I need to put with it to spice it up, or things like that. You've helped me. You helped me today, style me today, get me right.
Van Styles.
You know what I'm saying? Van Styles. Shout out Van Styles. Styled by Britt. She's a personal shopper here.
Oh yeah, she based out of Houston.
Yeah,
she used to work at the Webster. Yeah, that's the home for sure.
She helps me out a lot. It's been a couple of salespeople that have been in my corner and helped me out. Hey, we got this piece. Come get it before they get it. Things like that. But I haven't just had a stylist. No, I haven't.
Okay.
But I'm not opposed to it. I definitely feel like I can. Somebody can help me
and get it to that
especially
level.
with take it to the next step that I'm trying to take it to. Kind of not leaving the streetwear behind, but just having that grown man swag too.
So I got two last questions. So you're telling the world that you definitely want to be heavy into the fashion industry. You already have a brand in a sense. You work with different people. What can we expect coming up this season from you? What is your collective style going to be for this year?
I definitely say collective style this year is probably going to be, like I said, just I consider it, I call it man time. My homeboy Terrell Edmonds, he call it man time, but I just feel like that man time dressing, classic, timeless, timeless fashion. Like this swag, it's swag in the 2026, it's swag in the 1990s. It's always, never loses its swag, never loses that touch.
And the other thing I want to say for the youth, basically kids that's in not kindergarten, but elementary, middle school, high school, and college that play your position, what is some positive words that you would like to give them, or just even some positive words as far as fashion or what you feel you would like to say? I like to always end it with something.
I mean, I just tie it together with, fashion is kind of, is you. It's in you. It's who you are. It's what you see, what you think. You kind of create your own lane with it. So, just be you in anything you do, whether it's sports, fashion, journalism, media, whatever, just be you and be creative. Like, whatever your ideas are, they're never wrong. It's never a bad idea. You can change ideas or create, make it how you want it to be. But man, be you. Swag for me is it's definitely just however I feel. However I feel. It's not like I'm putting a certain definition on it.
So your style is your style.
It's your style. Yeah.
I feel that.
Feel
that. I just want to say appreciate you for
Definitely.
coming to Fashion League Styles.
Appreciate you having
doing
me.
a dope
Definitely.
interview. I just want to say, everybody, check out his Instagram, check out his page. You want to let them know what your Instagram is if they don't already know?
My Instagram, Steven.Sims Jr. On IG. You can also follow my foundation page. We got some stuff coming up for the kids in the community at Must See Foundation. Check us out, man. Follow up.
For sure. And y'all already know, it's Fashion League Styles, so stay locked in, stay styled in. We out.
Filling up the air tonight. She calling, she feeling in the air tonight. She pulling on my chain at the crib tonight. Call me Superman, she my crib tonight.